Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So we have some exciting trading going to go on today, and I'm going to make this platform available for free for you today. So if you haven't already got it, this will be available. Make sure you read this disclaimer. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Please seek the advice of someone you trust before you try to emulate any of these trading demonstrations or any of these strategies. So I still am holding my position on Tesla long, hoping it's going to go even further. So that one's happening. I did sell off my Nvidia, and I wanted to make sure people, because there were some people that commented in my group that because I took such a large position on Tesla, and I said that Elon Musk was all the rage right now, whatever. So I just want to make clear, I am not an Elon Musk fan. so I think the dude's a bit crazy. So, and I don't know why that matters to some of the people in my circles, but yeah, but I'm a stock trader. So I separate politics, people, personalities, religion, whatever it might be, from making money trading stocks. No, it's not that I don't have some moral compass and I have some beliefs. I'm just not bringing them into this. This is something separate. And also, when you think about whether you're supporting a business or not, people say, well, if you buy shares of Tesla, I'm being a little defensive here, then you're supporting the company. Well, typically in a day trading situation, no, that's absolutely not true, because you're in and out on the same day and you're not really helping a long-term value of that stock going up. I think that's true with swing trading too. And I also think that the fundamental analysis that you might have based on the technical analysis that you might have for stock is vastly different. And I trade on technical analysis. My technical analysis based on, I cannot tell a lie, based on what I thought was going to be people right or wrong, thinking that the market's going to go up and Tesla's going to go up based on Elon Musk. So that was based on what I know, everything I know about the market and the emotions of people and whatever they believe in. They felt that Elon Musk was the be all and end all, and people, if enough people think that, you're going to drive the stock a certain direction, right? So that's all it is. You're looking at the tells, the signs. You're looking for some sort of an edge. And that's why I have actually sold off a small bit and took a profit. I'm still holding 1,500 shares of Tesla, and I'll probably hold that into the weekend. And I know that's a huge risk, but that's what I'm going to do. So we'll see. But so far I did pretty good on Nvidia and Tesla yesterday. So I have a huge cushion if it goes wrong. And we'll just see. So unfortunately, by the time you see this, this will already pass. So I'll either be a miserable failure or the goat or something. So we'll see what happens, or just nothing, or it'll just go flat across it. So today, again, based on everybody can make this share size, 500 shares of AMD with the PDT, and I'm gonna go over this whole layout, this setup that looks so jumbled up and messy. If you're new here, don't get discouraged. I'll talk to you about what is here, and then we're going to be trading with a group up here on Zoom, and I do have Charlie. She's here again, handling the chat. Alan is not behind me. He's over that way in the studio trading with a group of traders. And we will be, they're doing a few different stocks. But here, for you guys, I'm doing AMD, and at 148, 150 bucks even a share. You could even do like over 650 shares if you've made the PDT, which means you can margin up to $100,000 in value. You don't need $100,000 in your account; you just need $25,000. So if you understand about how margin works, it's not like you have to be all that wealthy, but you may need to get funded by your friends or whatever to get that first 25 in your account to start to trade some of these large caps. Now, I'll be trading the RV strategy based on Day Trading Volume 1. I'll have a link to it, which is, I believe, the best strategy that there is out there right now. Although Day Trading Volume 4, the open strategy, today I only made $144 with it, and it's the second day in a row I didn't do very well. You can see I captured this move right here. I've already taken away the breakouts, but I captured this move right in here and got some money there, but then I got out and got in again. So I could have got more, But I got, it wasn't too bad. So $144 is a good start, and that's a good living for some people. Multiply that by 5, and I kept it my average way up as far as accuracy, trading the open strategy, which is day trading volume 4, and that has a specific layout and a specific setup. And you should get the book. I'll have a link if you're interested in trading the open. It has 4 different strategies in there, and then they have a companion book that's the Holy Grail. So I have a link to that too. I also have a link to Mark Douglas's book, Trading in the Zone, which I highly recommend you get. Tom Hougaard's book, Best Loser Wins, which I highly recommend you get. I mean, if you think about it, all these books, even all 4 volumes of the $1 Million Margin Club's day trading, it's such short money. You bought every book, you'd spend like $100 and something, about $150, maybe $130. I don't even know, but not that much. You should be able to make it in a day or 2, and it's the education's worth it. So I always say that when you're investing something that can make you money, it's not a waste of money. If you're just going out to dinner, you get a fine time emotionally, but you're not getting something that you've learned. And well, maybe, I guess it depends on who you go with, but you know what I mean. So you're not throwing good money after bad if you're investing in knowledge that you can somehow use. And you might say, this isn't anything I want. I don't like this, but you've learned something from it. And most people are going to learn really good stuff from these trading books that I'm recommending. So I have links. Now, the other thing I have links to on mine, and like I said, there's lots of, the layout's free, like I said, and there's lots of other free things on this channel. I think just a few episodes ago, there's a picture of Charlie on the episode. A bunch of free scripts, and we're going to be talking about, and there's lots of other free layouts and things. If you just type in, perfect 1-minute layout, perfect 5-minute layout, or, how to build a layout, or how to, all these different things in there for free that you can just get for free. We don't sell courses here. We just show you different ways that you might want to trade in a perfect world, assuming that I'm doing well. What are the possibilities for you on the video? And usually I do have losing days, and usually we don't make those, we don't put those out because we're trying to show you the better possibilities of what can happen. But that doesn't mean I don't lose. It's just the sort of the mission statement of the channel to show the positives more than the negatives. But if for those people that want to, it would help them to know that I lose and how do I handle losing. Well, I lose. I'm upset. I don't scream and yell at the screen. I just go, oh, well, that one wasn't a good trade for me. You'll see me lose individual trades here, and I lose for the day. I'm upset at myself. It doesn't happen that often, but it's not like I'm screaming and yelling, at the screen. So if you wondered, and if that's what you're doing, then, you need to take a step back and, think about how to handle that. And I'm not going to be your therapist, but these books, Day Trading Volume 1, particularly Day Trading Volume 4, really hit on a lot of what Mark Douglas said on Trading in the Zone, on how to handle your losses, how to handle the probabilities that counting on every trade can go against you. So you need to be prepared for that. So that's just answered a couple of the emails. I've answered a couple of the emails just from our people about that, losing trades, about me sounding like I was a huge fan of Elon Musk, which is quite the opposite. And I think I've told a story about how I invested in Dogecoin, and he went on Saturday Night Live and basically blew his own coin out of the water. And myself and a lot of people lost a lot of money because the guy's so erratic. You can't trust anything he does. And I have no respect for the guy whatsoever. So that's not why I chose to trade Tesla. I chose because of what other people might be thinking and on technical indicators, not because of Musk himself. Not everybody shares my opinion with Musk. Obviously, a lot of people love Elon Musk. I am not one of those people, not afraid to say it. And there's that. In fact, I want to make sure you know it, because that's how much I don't like him. So, and hopefully that doesn't make you not want to watch the channel. We all have personal things, right? My main thing is how I feel about him doesn't affect how I trade companies he owns. The market and the overall emotions of people make me decide on what I'm doing, because people drive the market, So, all right. So we have here the layout that I'm going to make available. This is a 1 minute chart here. This is the famous scalping indicator. This is the day chart reduced. This is the active trader. This is the level 2. This is a 15-minute chart. This is a 5-minute chart with a MACD. Then I have another 5-minute reduced. These are all reduced down here, a 30-minute, a 1 hour, and a 4 hour. Now, these don't all have to be here to do the trading I'm doing today. I pretty much keep this layout available because, like today, I'm trading 2 different strategies with the same stock. Right, and I've already quickly changed it so it's not quite as jumbled for you guys. But then often I'll trade different strategies, and this layout pretty much makes it available. Makes all the charts I need available, and I'm focusing on this main chart with these indicators. And then I will look at level 2 and the active trader a little bit in some of this 5-minute, but most of this other stuff I never need except on the setup. So what we have up here on this 1 minute chart is the market magnet indicator, which when we're trading a stock like AMD, it might not seem all that amazing, but it is still a data that I look at. When you're trading much higher volume than this, it can really help you decide which way the stock might go based on the amount of price action at a certain, the volume at a certain price action. So the magnet, the magenta line here, is the average amount since the market open of where all the price action is. And is not always, but typically it will gravitate back there because there's a lot of people that traded in and out in that position. So sometimes people are waiting for it to get back in or get out at that position again. So that's why and these are the volume bars that come across here. This is set for large cap. So we have a peak zone here. This is the top of the peak, the green arrows. This is the bottom of the peak. So in here is the zone where the average price action is. So when you see like many levels going below this magenta line and coming across, it's likely it will pull it down. And then that's sort of like a hammer driving the price action downward. And the candlestick patterns will reflect that as well. So this is set for just 50% of the overall right here based on large cap through lots of back testing. That's the number of the magnet right here. There's the high of the day. There is the low of the day, high band, low band, which are measured by those dotted lines. See the dotted line there? And I don't know. We have a high. There's a high way up here. So that's marked from pre-market. So is that marked from, yeah, right there. You can see on the 5-minute where that got marked, how high that was. So I'm not quite exactly sure which way we're expecting this to go. The one thing about AMD is that it consolidates. Just, large caps, they move sideways, and that's what we count on. That's what the whole strategy is about. Another indicator that's really important, it's right after the low band here. These are the multi-chart alignment. So this has a 5-minute, 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, 1-hour chart, and a 4-hour chart. And rather than having to open those, you can see what color the last candlestick was. The last price action, was it going up or going down based on that time increment? A lot of traders will tell you when you're looking for the perfect setup to get in, you're looking for multi-chart alignment, particularly if you trade on a 1-minute chart, you're looking for a 5-minute alignment, or on a 15-minute chart, you might want a 5-minute alignment as well, or 5-minute to 15-minute. So these let you see what everybody might be trading for the obviously there's different time increments in between here, so I couldn't put one for every, but I did what are considered to be the most often traded time frames. Hang on a second. I say because I developed this custom script and sold it to the $1 Million Margin Club, and they have it available. So remember, when you load this free layout in, it's not going to have the custom scripts in it. You have to get those separately, but the layout will be here. And I always say, if you want to fill in the custom scripts, get those first. Put them in your, in where your file is, and then, in your beaker here, your studies, and then it'll just automatically populate when you bring this layout in. And these are the 3 that I trade with. I trade with the market magnet, the multi-chart alignment, and then the scalping indicator, which is still the best indicator that there is, in my opinion. The red are the buyers, the green are the sellers, the blue is the volume in the column. It shows you the volume of the last candlestick, of the current candlestick, and then what's the sentiment with inside the candle that you're looking at. I often say just picture yourself on a surfboard waiting for the wave, and when the wave comes in, jump on it, make your move. And then, you know, like right there, told you get on, go long, see it going. And it's so definitively perfect as far as trying to read. The biggest mistake people make when trading this is they don't get off fast enough. You have to look at this as short. See how quick that moved? So how quick that flipped? So you just want to take that for 3 to 10 seconds and make 10 to 30 cents. And you're making 50, 10, 50, 100, 150 bucks really, really quickly, depending on your share size. And then you're waiting for the next wave to come in. And it might be going short and it might be going long. And you're just waiting for the setup. And then you use these support and resistance lines, which I have here. And we're about to start trading, guys. But let me just show the fibs real quick. This is a 5-minute, 10-day chart. And I mark a high and low Fibonacci. In this case, it's low to high based on the bodies. So I grabbed the low and then I snapped up to the high, and then these lines filled in. These are going to be some of my support and resistance lines based on the strategy. I also set the ATR high and low. There's an ATR high. There's an ATR low. Now remember, I do understand the ATR, the average true range, is a single number. It's not two numbers. But what the strategy calls for is you look at the close of the day before, which is right there. Then you look at the average true range over a 14-day period on the chart here. You divide that number by 2, which is $5.42. You subtract half of it from the high, from the close, to get the low of the range, and add the other half to the high. Now you've created a range. You expect this stock to move in. And it's just really that simple. And then other than that, you're looking for support and resistance lines and indicators to tell you when to go in and out of trades, which you'll see me call. I set all these historical data, support and resistance lines on a 5-minute chart, because there's nothing over here for a longer. As you can see, it dropped right off. So you can see where candlesticks bunched up and a whole bunch hit, or where they abruptly rested and turned around. I marked the levels. And that is now historical data, which, it stands to reason there's a good possibility, more than not, that it might turn around there again. So having these levels, and I also have the new half and whole dollar indicator up here, these gray lines. So they're marking the half and whole dollars. So they do it on a $15 total increment based on the opening. So this is my newest script. I still haven't made it available yet. But anyway, I think this is going to probably be the final. It seems to be working pretty well. So those are support and resistance levels as well, psychological support and resistance. So I am going to be calling the ball, or quarterbacking, for all the traders. They're responsible for their own trades, but it's something that I do as I call out what I think is going to happen based on what I see. And right now, it's going up, but I would wait to break if it breaks here. Or we usually start a half hour after market opens, which is in just a few seconds, according to the strategy. So on the New York Stock Exchange on the East Coast of the United States, that is 10 a.m. And I'm watching this price action come in. Here's the market magnet in play. Did you see how it pulled down? Everything pulled down. So now that's why you didn't want to go in right there. So now you're looking to get it to bounce off that level maybe before we go in. So let's see. I'm going to take it right there. I tried to get it at 23. I got it at 26. So I went in on a market and I got it at 149.26. So I did get it below that level, and I will probably reverse. So I'm looking for it to get back up to the even dollar amount perhaps, or maybe even above that. So we'll see what happens. But I'll probably flip at the half dollar amount, so let's see if it gets up there. 42, it was sitting at 42. That'd be a nice opening trade with 500 shares. I'm hoping to get a couple thousand. My goal daily is 5,000, but it's hard with AMT to get that unless I do. I can bring it in on the power hour as well. So just seems to be fading. It won't even go up to the $0.50. So I'm getting ready to reverse. Oh, there it was, almost there. Getting ready to reverse. Oh, I missed it. Looks like it. Well, that was it. So the next time, if it pops up there again, I already missed a trade right there. So that's too bad. See if it goes back up. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I want to reverse and go short, but I missed it up there already. So let's see if it does it again for me. 37, 38. I'm looking at the market maker. 43, 40. Got it 46. It was 44 going up fast, and I thought it was going to hit the 50. There's my position, 500 short, as you can see. And of course it kept going, so, but we're even money here, so not too different. So now I did have some money here already. So I'm trying to think. I had $114 maybe. I don't know. I didn't have that much, but so okay. So it just broke through the 30 cents there for a second. It broke through. So let's see if I can. I don't know if it's going to keep this channel. This is a channel, and the channel really the top levels here, but we're going off this $0.50 here to make a little channel. Here's the other channel according to the RV strategy, day trading volume 1. I have a link to that. I also have a link to a couple of really good pattern books put out by the $1 Million Margin Club. You really should know your patterns. They help you. It's just one more thing to help you decide which way to trade. So we're probably gonna have to take little scalps here, I think. But oh, whoa! I almost flipped. Man, I almost turned right there before that happened. You saw I was going up to the reverse. I'm like, uh-oh. Now it broke right through the magnet. That was a strong move down there. So interesting. Get a better look at this scalping indicator. I'm feeling pretty comfortable in this position. Now I'll tell you a couple of tricks about this indicator, which you're definitely going to want to get. If it doesn't make it all the way to the top of the column, it shows you a lack of confidence in the sellers. So although sellers are winning out, it didn't make it to the top. Now that happened with the two buyers, and then boom, sellers took over, and the volume over all dropped with the buyers. But this is conflicting now. Oh my God, you see that? Wow, right when I adjusted that, I couldn't read it. So what happened right there? Now I'm seeing a lot of price action come up here, which is making me want to get out of this position, I have to tell you. And that just blew me out of the water, but it's way down from the column. So now these arrows could turn it around. This is the end of the lower trough area of the market magnet. Oh my God, or not. Wow, as I'm talking about it, it just blew right through it, and those things happen so here's the fib level, and that's where it was before, and it blew right through that. So now let's see if it's going to break that. There's another fib level down here. I'm actually going to take that. That's just too good a trade. And then I'm going to reverse again. So I have it at 148.81 now. So I'm right below that. I was hoping it might bank off that fib and go back down. My ping pong here. Let's see what we get. You can see the sellers are. It's one of the reasons I reversed. I was just like, don't stay long. Try to capture a little something there. Now, look at the market maker. This is what it's giving me. You got to be careful watching the ask and the bid. Now, if you're confused by this, just zero in on what this actually shows. This is the historical data that I marked. These gray lines are the even and half dollars only, and these are the two fibs. I made a 5-minute on a 5-minute chart. I made a 2-day fib level here. That's just 2 days back. and it gave me some support and resistance levels. I call it nature's mathematical formula. And I told you, wow, I'm just going to take that. So at that other fib level right there, I can't help it. So that's to me should be a big support. So if it blows through this, this is sort of the point of no return for me. I'm actually going to reverse back off that, see if we can short it down further. $51. Looking at the market maker, 46. I'm at 53. 20. I'm going to take that quick 50 bucks. Got over $800. I have it 148.43. Looking for it to rebound back up, maybe above that fib line a little bit into the $20, $30 range. 50. I'm going to take it there. 867. So I've got it at 48.55. I'm like, right. Well, there's my line. That's right. That's why I left that on, so you guys could see. Now this looks like it's going to go against me. So if it breaks through that, okay. So now I got a problem. So now it's at 67. That could be it. That could be the bottom at this fib. So that's what we have to think about, is at the bottom of this move. Now you can see from the multi-chart alignment, I'm looking at every 5-minute increment here and what charts are coming up on that 5 minutes. It's a really, really helpful indicator. So I'm not going to be too concerned about a reversal until I see it here, like which way will it really reverse. And really I want to see it get near this 5-minute. I can't tell who's in the lead, unfortunately, with this. We'll have to figure it out because a bunch of other people traded the open on AMD. Oh, my God. I'm going to take that. What did I get that at? 37. So I'm going to try. I thought I was closer to this line here. So I'm reversing off that 37. Got overnight. Whoa, I'll take that. So now I've got it back up at 45, almost at that fib. But what I did is I gave myself some cushion here if I call one of these short ones wrong. I mean, these short trades, not short position. I don't like that it just did that, so I can't see my actual position. I'm going to reverse again, 148.38. It looks like it's still pounding it down. Oh, then it goes up higher. Oh, well, I broke a K, 1,000 for the day. I'd be lucky to get 2,000 today, honestly, guys. But it's really hard with AMD, even with 500 shares, to make any really good. Oh, this isn't good. All right, so I'm at 38. I'm going to take that. I've got it at 46 now. Looking for it to drop again down by that 26 mark if I can get it. It's 37, 36, 35. I'm going to take that. So I've got 1,100. I've got it at 148.37. Looks like it's going to go down still. That's what it's looking like. All right, so, and there it goes. So I'm going the wrong way. Let me just take a look here. So I want to try to get a bounce here. Yeah, that's right at the 5. I should have been going short. Remember I was telling you how in the multi-chart alignment, at least for that beginning of that move, I should have been on the short, but now it's not. Now it's reversing. So do we have a pattern that is calling any of this? No. But you see how the sellers got weaker and weaker, but it broke that 5-minute mark and went down at first because everybody saw on the 5 minutes it was going down, but now it's going up. So that's why that changed colors. It's the only one. Everything else is showing you down, down, down. So this is not a strong move up. And, you know, I'm going to be careful. I don't want to keep taking those little tiny moves, but it seemed like the slippage was practically nothing. Now remember, you're getting slippage both ways, and what that means is when I sell it, the market maker is giving me in between the spread, and then when I buy it back, it's giving me in between the spread, and often it gives you the worst possible space, particularly when you're trying to move 500 shares. Sometimes it even slips down a price to fill it. They will fill it no matter what. It just might not be the price you want. Sometimes you might hear a double bell, but usually with 500 shares, you don't get that. And you get into 1,000, 2,000, it might take a split second longer, but I usually don't have trouble with any of that. Wow. Okay, so I'm looking at that fib, guys, as a possible turnaround, the next fib up. Let's just see what everything else says. Look at the sellers went straight down. So let's see if the buyers are going to really take over and retrace this. Might get it back up here. That would be nice, huh? Didn't make the fib. That's way up there for a good trade. Holding it a little longer. Looking for a retracement here. This is basically the RV strategy. Don't forget to subscribe. Give us a thumbs up if you like to see these kinds of trading videos so you can hopefully see how things might go for you if you had the right indicators and the right layout. Read the books. Trade in a simulator first, obviously. Make sure everything's green before you try this. I'm looking at the market maker. I want to get it closer to that fib level, which is 148.85, before I think about pocketing some of the money and then managing a bad position for a minute to see which way it's going to go. Now, my logic there is if you feel the move is over, that usually means you feel it's going to go the other way. So it hit 80. So I just instantly go the other way, and that is called reversing, but it might not do what you want, and that means you're managing. Then you got to watch close, like, oh well, now that it's going the wrong way, how far are you going to go before you get out? So you always eyeball that. 80. Wow, that was fat. That hit the 80. It almost hit it there. On the ask, it gave me 83, but it would have given me that maybe, depending on the slippage. So look for the link in here. You might have to kind of search for it, but there will be the layout for free in here amongst all the other links somewhere. So just look down under show more if you're interested in getting. Remember, I'm going to get that. What was that at 80? It was hit at 89 for a second, and I lost it there, but I got it at 85 instead. Still going. Oh, ouch. Is it going to turn around there? Is it breaking that level too? I'm going to have to turn around here, guys. I don't know how many went short with me, but it broke the fib and then kept going. So, oops, I took out these multi-chart alignments here. Let me get that back in. Does seem like it's slowing down right there, but I thought it was going to stop at this fib. So, but the buyers are not as strong as the sellers were just a minute ago. Seems to be more of a buyer's world, but not. Look at this is all down here, multi-chart alignment. Bouncing back off the fib. Let's see if I can pocket some of this. See if it turns back around, do a little bit of this hopping in and out. See if it gets back down to the 63 cent down there. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Looks like it wants to go up, even though there's a conflict here. I'm going to take that when I get that at 74, mostly to pocket that, and then I'll just get back out again if it's. I'll call this fib my failsafe, 148.49. What I'd really like to do is have this create a bull flag right here. Just turned around for a bull flag. You have 48.34 up to, that's another 50 cents from here, which would put it at 49. Up here, like 49.30-ish in this area, maybe a little bit above, if this creates a bull flag, which it looks like it's doing. This is far enough along to respect this pattern. Make sure you get your pattern books. That's the Candlestick Pattern Playbook. I have a link to that, Day Trading Volume 2. These day trading volumes, they've got the name day trading and own the name day trading for a reason. You know, they're like the books, the best-selling books that got that title, and they're really good books. That broke the fib. It's a $100 trade right there. That's tempting. It's hard to not take that right there. Everything was turning green, so all the multi-chart alignment, it's kind of hard to jump out right at this moment. This is right at the top. This is 93, 100%. This is telling you, do not get out of this move. It is retracing. Everything's pointing to stay in the move, so I'm going to stay in the move. Kind of break this is the end of the bull flag right here. I see the market magnets coming in here. Going to break that magnet and keep going. That's a $245 trade. Trades like that, it can actually break 2K if I don't lose it here. It's right at the VWAP, guys. Hitting the VWAP. It's going down there. I'm going to take that. And what did I get that at? 33? Oh, that popped up. I'm reversing again. I thought I had it down here. I didn't. I can't believe I was way up here. But that's. Oh no, that's what I wanted. Oh God. All right, I confused myself there. It happens. The buyers lost some of their strength right there. This could be it, and I somehow psyched myself out for a move there I shouldn't have made. I should have stayed in the move I was in, and I would have a good trade right now. So it's all right. I built up a nice big cushion here. May just get out of this and cut my losses if this keeps falling down. Buyers didn't make it to the top, less volume. Still a mixed bag up here. It's right at the magnet. Pulling it up. Let's go up. Halfway in between the zone. There's no real definitive move. I have a terrible position to go either way. I don't like it. I should have held what I had there. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah. It's right at the end of the bull flag, too. So there's a lot of stuff that says this should turn around here, which is what I had guessed, and then I quickly went the other way, thinking that I had a bad position, but I didn't have a bad position. So I read it wrong real quick. Happens. So now I'm waiting. Like, what would I have done if I made that trade perfectly? Well, I'd be waiting for the next position, right? So. Oh, excuse me. It's not quite 100% awake. More coffee. Of course, I say that at 4 o'clock. Not quite 100% awake in the afternoon. It's like, I've already done the open. I should be awake. Yeah, that shadow wick banked on the fib, which was interesting. That didn't actually happen. Just really cut way down in volume, stopping right at its peak, high band, the peak band. I mean, 149.50 range. Did break that level though. Yeah, it's making me some money now. Okay, keep track of that. $49.63. Let's see if it's going to make it to the next level. I actually would have sold right there. It hit that before I wasn't really watching it. I was thinking about something else to tell you guys, and I missed that. So now I'm going to look for the 85 cent, 149.85 to 150 would definitely be a psych out for people to get out. $150 value. It's almost to the 85. Ah, pulled off of it. Pulled way down. Yeah, it was $220 profit a second ago. Kind of like to see it break that 2K on this trade. I don't know, it might be a bit much to ask. When I do that, I jinx myself, you know. Yep. But I mean, this isn't a bad living. If you made the 25K, you could potentially trade just like this and make this money. So these are the possibilities of, you know, understanding the chart, how to call it, having the right indicators. You know, the sky's the limit if you practice day trading. It is possible. Have a max loss per trade, have a max loss for the day. You know, don't blow your account. Walk away if you're not feeling it. All these tricks you learn as time goes on. I'm going to take that. I got it at 81. I saw 84, but I didn't get it at that. Oh, I almost reversed on that 29. I'm going to take that. Did that actually pop down before I reversed? Oh man. I'm gonna go short. I kept it at 2. I broke 2,000. I'm going short now. Kind of made a little flat top up there. Looking at the 50 cent here to try to pocket some more. A little bit more. I tried to push the button there and my finger slipped, so I'm kind of glad. I thought it was going down to the 50 cent. There it is, 52. So I broke 2,100 at 52 cents long. We're kind of burning through the 30 minutes pretty quick here. I mean, it seems like it. Let's see. Yeah, everything says up here. Multi-chart alignment is all up. The magnet's sort of a support here if it starts to drop. We're above the peak, which is now acting sort of like a support. So we're looking for it to break. And now you've got this level was a hard stop, and you had a tweezer move pushing it down, but it kind of did it down here. So the tweezer move happened. It's supposed to be the length of the candle. So did it really? Not quite. But that's a day trading volume 2, guys. The Candlestick Pattern Playbook. Learn the moves. They pretty much tell you what's about. You can't. Nothing's for sure, as you have heard. You hopefully heard me say a bunch of times. But you know I think that's an 80% probability or something. So Wow. Okay, so is it going to stop right at that line again? Is that going to be a rejection? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that, pocket that money. So I got it at 84. Wow. I'll reverse back at 76 to see if it's, because often that's 8 cents. So often it will, you know, it taps and then breaks through. So I'm going to try it again because I'm pocketing a good amount. I'm going to reverse on that. So I got it right at 85 going the way I want to go. And there it goes. I got it just in time. So can it break the 150? Yeah, everything was looking like it was pounding up. See, at the top of the scalping indicator, 91%. So can it break 150, or is it gonna reject off of 150? Highly likely it will not make it through the 150. There it goes, 150.06, 11. Wow, I'm gonna take that. What did I get that at? I tried to pop it at 16, got it at 12. So I tried to get it there, 2,400. Yeah, not too bad here. Oh, I almost grabbed it again there. I think it's gonna keep going up. So I took that 25 bucks, looking for it to try to break that 16 again, up there. Ah, no, that wasn't good. I got that too. I had it at 13. I think it's a penny higher than where I was. Now I see I should have waited a second longer. I could have made another 20, 30 bucks. These little $20 to $50 trades have been adding up. Remember, there are no trading fees on Thinkorswim. This is Thinkorswim. Just an exchange fee, $28.80 per million of value. So, we're gonna keep going here. It looks like it's going to keep going up, guys. I think we need to stay long. I'm going to look for a lesser loss to get out of this position. Should have stayed in it. I should have stayed. Let me see if we get a lesser loss down here somewhere. $15 wasn't bad. I almost took it. Now we're back up to 35 cents. You're going to show me? I'll take that $20. $150.11. So I don't know if that's gonna. Now it's gonna keep going down. So, but I broke 2,500 for the day, which is good. You know, I didn't really think I'd get that with AMD, so not too bad. Now this isn't inspired. I'm gonna kind of taking a breath because I feel like it's gonna go long with the multi-chart alignment. So I'm not, you know, gonna micro trade here, and we're really at time as well. So. I don't want to drop below 2,500, so I'm just kind of watching that close. Take that. I think it's going to drop down a second here, so I'm looking to see. I'll take that. What did I get that? 150.05 now. So I banked a little bit more to protect me to stay over, and I'm a little closer down here where I want to go to break to make the next breach up. But I was starting to tell you that overall it seemed like the scalping indicator was calling for this to go up, although that's a bad sign there that ended. Yeah, I don't know. They're not at the top, and it dropped that can. So that's, yeah, it just kind of hit this 150.16 and stopped. But I already made what I want to make. I'm at the. I mean, obviously, I'd always want to make more money, but we're at time really. So I'll ride this move to its conclusion, which might be right now. This making a flat top here. So I don't want it to drop down here. So I have a little bit of room before it breaks below 2,500, so I'll let it ride since it's the last trade. We trade only 30 minutes. We only trade 30 minutes after. Wow, it seems to be going up now. If you look at the scalping indicators telling me that it's going to go up a little stronger. So I'll probably let me look for the 50 cent to just call this a day. 150.50. See if we can get that high or anywhere near that. This is a really good trade. for the ending trade, considering what we've been doing. I don't want to lose this. 150.50, it's pounding forward, upward there. 739, 40, 44. I'll take that. So 127.50. I don't know how much it slipped. And it's probably just going to keep going. But as per our rules, that was where we had to stop. So not bad. So guys, there's a lot of videos about the RV strategy if you want to see it traded live in the archives rather than just get the book. But the $1 Million Margin Club puts out the book for this strategy that we all love to trade here. It's a great strategy. And I would try the day trading volume 4, which is the open. I only made $100 and something today on that, but that's because it's AMD. If I was trading Tesla, which I'm holding a position in, or even Nvidia this morning, there's a good chance I would have made big money on that, like a couple $1,000 to start the day and then switch over here. But I'm kind of working through with a team here, still part of the whole Bahama thing that we're trying to work under their parameters of their account. If I was trading on Nvidia, I would easily trade 1,000 shares at the open, maybe even 2,000, because I know they'd get filled in a split second. So if you're going to take a chance, right? And I would have followed the day trading volume 4 strategy and got out at their profit pivot levels after it broke the breakout range. That's what I would have done. I haven't actually looked to see how upset I am that I didn't do it, but I'm not that upset. There's always opportunities, right? So it can go against you. Remember, trade in a simulator. Watch the trading archives, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and I really appreciate you watching. Always stay inquisitive, learn new things. Remember, all the custom scripts have links too. And if I'm gonna have this layout. It won't have a lot. It'll have the MACD on it, and it'll have the ATR on the day chart, but these others won't be in unless you already have them. So remember that. Okay, guys, stay inquisitive and stay green, and I will see you next time. Be careful out there.